Alright, what is up YouTube? MKohl40 here. This will be a two-part video. First part will be on MKohl40 and the second part will be on NLG. We'll do the side and extra over there where I'll explain a couple more things. But yeah, this was kind of, I guess, a nice little reliever to a lot of people. I did start off 4-1. I lost round 5 to number 86 with 5 material. Must be nice to discard your third Altair guy off Yugioh and get rewarded with Call of Haunteds because of it. Absolutely a little bit salty about that still, but no, it happens. I did beat 2 Necros and 2 Tellers. I didn't play any Dolls or Klee. Actually surprised about that, but I don't know. I believe this deck has a really good Teller matchup. A lot better than most people give it credit for. Not in the regard that you would think, though. I don't know. Find myself in certain situations just believing in Machina Fortress and having it be a good thing. Plus consistent floaters against Necros. It's actually really decent. So, like I said, matchups for 2 Necros and 2 Teller. I opened up Big Eye and company against my third round Necros opponent. Fire and Ice Hand fucked me up game 2. Not having an out for Fire and Ice Hand. A little bit nutty. So, dig into this. So, also my round 2 opponent wouldn't even shake my hand. 2-0'd him with gadgets. He was playing Necros. Super salty. You know who you are. You know, it's absolutely really depressing watching someone that's a decent player get super salty. But, you know, that's just what Yu-Gi-Oh does to players. Makes people salty. So, I don't know. It's been a good minute since I played Yu-Gi-Oh, and I don't think he knew who I was. Like, he was basically just assuming I was some scrub playing tier 2 and then proceeds to get 2-0'd. So, decently good feeling there. So, the 6 gadgets. I still think 9 is atrocious. This number seemed to work out really well. Now, granted, this deck has been in a deck box for 2 months, and I took it out and played it at Nats and started off really well. So, I have to believe in these guys. So, 6 gadgets. So, I didn't open up doubles at all. I'm actually really shocked about that. But no dubs on gadgets, no trips either. Quads didn't happen. So, but yeah, playing against Tellers though, they don't always open up the nuts. And if their deck is forced to get into a grind game against another anti-meta deck, they just lose. And that's very shameful, because they're a very well-rounded deck. And then getting into a fist fight with an engine that gets +1s a little bit as consistently as yours does, even though these guys are a little bit weaker, really can put them on edge. I'm not saying that that's consistent, though. It's just my opinion from what I saw. Of course, the Machina engine. Now, looking at this, I almost always boarded this out. And boarding down the engine wasn't necessarily a bad thing. It definitely gave me a little bit better side deck room to change up the monster lineup. But in the early game, game 1, this engine really did a lot of work. Also, I still don't have a German Megaform. I can't find it. So we have to play this thing. So yes, Megaform is good. If I had it, I would play it. But Machina Cannon, they both do the same thing. So, Machine Engine, only 2 tin goldfish. Now, every player I was talking to before this format began, they all pretty much said that Kage Tokage was shit. 10 goldfish pretty much got cut down. With Valor, Fiendish Chain, and pretty much Max C being in the format. 10 goldfish was, it wasn't horrible. If I had to set this card, I found I'd already lost the game though. But, I mean, you summon a gadget. I mean, most of the time your opponent's gonna go, like, as long as you draw 5, you summon this, and you ask your opponent for a response, and they're not knowing what you're playing, they'll be like, sure. Then you summon a gadget, they're like, oh, what have I done? So, it was pretty good. Myromelia, this was actually pretty clutch. A lot of people really hate this card in gadgets, and I really agree with you. This card can be shit. But special summoning off a goldfish to pop opponent's massive back row, or searching for a bottomless trap hold to hold for right situations can really fuck up your opponent because they have to play around a bottomless. And the longer you don't flip the bottomless, the better off you are. And then my tech that everyone seems to really think is weird, especially in a format with Yugioh, is Trego. Now, I like this card for its defensive capabilities. The fact that I can drop this on a passive attack and fuck up my opponent really was nice. Plus, when it came to my turn, it acted as a Kage Tokage and I could XYZ with it, which was really nice. Also, it acts as another 7 to go into Big Eye and Draco Sack in certain situations, which only happened once out of, what, 12 games? So, without Redox, you know, it's a sad day. But, you know, people really underestimate this guy, but he was really clutch for me. So, I don't know, I do like Gores, and I do like this. I find that cards that generate advantage like that to be absolutely amazing. So, that's it for the monster lineup. It's a little bit hefty, but it was good for what it was. My spells, 2 duality. I'm indifferent about this. It was good for what it needed to do, to deck thin and to get me an additional card. It was just resourcing. Of course, 1 Buko Moon, 1 Raigeki. These were the spells. You notice there was no Dark Hole in here. I do like heavy monster removal, but this all seemed to work itself out. So, would I replace the duality? Probably not. Alright, so 1 of Village. 1 of. I don't know. These were all extremely good. Except for this trash. This card was pretty fucking horrible. I only played this because I need an additional search target, and I guarantee you this got boarded out every game too. There were just way better side deck cards. Torrential was okay. Ring Destruction, Accelerated Game State, this got sided out. This was good. This was good, and of course Emptiness was good. So, those were all your straight up 1-ofs. Triple Phoenix Chain was pretty good. Really like disrupting my opponent. Double Call the Haunted. These almost always got boarded out as well. Triple Mind Crush and triple Mirror Force. Really heavy trap board, as you can see here. Mirror Force was very good for disrupting opponents' plays. You don't know how many times a player will overextend thinking that your back row is irrelevant, or you'll just blow them out with this. Mind Crush, I don't even want to talk about how good this card was. It's nice to Neb you got there. It'd be a shame if I Mind Crush it, or an Altair, or, you know, all that shit. And then Phoenix Chain for the disruption. I never drew Call. Call got boarded out, like I said, every game. But you'll have to hear about the side deck on another video. So this is part 1, guys. I'll leave a link in the description to go to NLG for the extra deck and the side deck. Please thumbs up this video, and I'll see you guys in part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support, and please check out Vanguard for Cardfight Vanguard, MKohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.